Well, I gotta tell you, this has been one badass summer for movies, man. What's up, everyone? Fanboys Unleashed, bringing you another review. This one is for How to Train Your Dragon 2. Matt did not get to see this film. He was having some car problems. So this will be my take on the film. And basically, it's the same cast coming back to voice these characters. And there's peace now between the Vikings and the dragons. All is well in the world. And the character of Hiccup and his dragon Toothless are scouring the world for more dragons to try to bring them back to the island of Berk and to safety. And they discover a hidden cavern, a hidden ice cavern that has hundreds of different dragons and the mysterious dragon rider. And they also encounter another problem that brings them and the dragon's safety into question, and they basically have to stand against that threat. It would be tough for me to say right now that this movie is one of the top 3 best animated movies I've ever seen in my life. But
no shit.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I mean, if not the best animated movie I've ever seen.
Have you seen the first one?
Yes, and I enjoyed the first one. This one, as good as the first one was, this one is 1,000 times better.
Really?
It's really got everything you can want from it. And I'll start first off. I mean, this is the best animation I've ever seen on screen. I mean, there were times things almost looked real. I mean, that's how great the animation was. And the way the characters' faces and their facial expressions and eye movements, everything just looked so crisp and clean. And the way it was shot with the cinematography, there were some scenes with like larger dragons that I felt like I was watching Godzilla for a minute. I mean, it kind of had that, yeah, it had that perspective, like where you're on the ground and you're looking up at these beasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're really giving you the full effect of how big they really are.
Yeah, like the scope of these beasts, like it was all there. You know, just phenomenal in that aspect. The story's very, very good. It takes you through the progression of all these characters too. They all have progressions in this movie. You know, Hiccup's not the kid he was in the first one. He's a young adult at this point. I guess that's fair to say. He's not the little boy he was in the first one. He's, you know, you can tell he's matured throughout the time. And there's a lot of moments in the film too that are dark. Sometimes maybe too dark for like little kids, but it finds that perfect balance, I think, that keeps adults engaged in the film. And it's still got the humor there as well. And it's just a great mix of all that. And then in the third act, something happens where, I don't know if somebody was cutting onions around me, but my eyes started to swell up and got a little frog in my throat. I mean, there were multiple times in the movie that brought you through that. So it's bringing you through this emotional roller coaster throughout the film. And the way it ends is very, very cool. And there's there was a lot of stuff that, to a lesser extent, reminded me of Godzilla. It really did, man.
Now, to get back to cutting onions in the theater, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people actually were cutting onions in the theater with some of the shit that we've seen in the past year.
That's a fair point. Yeah, 100%, man. But
yeah, we've seen people making tuna sandwiches and all sorts of shit too.
Yeah, we really have. But there really is no flaws with the film. I mean, it was good from start to finish. It took you through this chain of events, and you know, the worst part of the film was when it ended, because you just wanted to see more of it. And I really hope there's a third installment. I have no gripes with this film. 10 out of 10. It was great.
Hey, I was going to say, dude, I haven't heard you speak this highly of any film.
It was great. I don't know if it was my favorite of the year per se, but it's definitely up there. You know, probably top 3 or 4 for sure.
Damn.
Great
Yeah.
film, and the best animated film we've seen this year, without a doubt. As great as the Lego Movie was, this just knocked it out of the park.
Really?
Yes, 100%. So
Crazy.
all right, guys. Did you like this one better than the first one, or did you like the first one better than the second one? I thought this one was 1,000 times better than the first. So let us know below. Hit the subscribe button. And once again, thanks for watching.